everyone, so it is a lovely day here. That's why Daniel's just wearing this cute little romper sort of thing, and it's got a hippo, a lion, a giraffe and a little teddy bear on it. He's just chilling here with me today, relaxing as it's lovely and warm. We're gonna go and sit out in the garden for a bit. The good thing is my neighbours, I don't know my neighbours very well, so they wouldn't know whether I had a doll in the back garden or whether it was a real baby, and they can't really see over the fence very well. It's only if they look out through bedroom windows, so I am free to take them outside without any judgment whatsoever. But I come to talk to you today about a more serious matter, and that is mental health and reborns. I thought I'd talk about this because I suffer from mental health illnesses. I suffer from anxiety and mood disorder. I have only been diagnosed with them in the past 2 years, but I have been suffering at least since I was 14 with them. I've been on some form of medication and getting passed around from diagnosis to diagnosis since I was 14, and I also have a dissociative disorder, which is a bit complex to go into, but it's to do with the trauma that I suffered as a child. And basically the reborns help me so much more than you can imagine. There's some medications which don't work as well as the reborns. That's how good they can be. Holding Daniel or holding Evie can just soothe me and calm me, and I'm sorry about what you can hear from going outside. I've got to have the windows open because it's just so hot today. But yeah, they can really soothe me and keep me calm, and you know, there are doctors who agree that reborns can be really beneficial. Stephanie, who's in love with reborns, 2011 I think it's 2011, I'm not sure the exact date, but she was on a TV show called Doctors in the US. It's not in the UK, so that's why I didn't watch it, but I'll put a link to the clip online, and that's where a psychiatrist actually talks that they can be beneficial for some people. And also Nicole from Twinkle Toes Nursery or Twinkle Toes Reborn, I'll then put that link in the description. She does a psychiatrist reaction, and both these doctors agree that, you know, it can be beneficial to some people. I'm not saying that if you have a mental illness, a reborn's the way to go, because it doesn't replace my medication. I still have to be on some medication, but these can help, and they help me become less dependent on my medication. They help me become less dependent on emergency medication, and, you know, less dependent on doctors, and I can become more independent because I have the reborns. I don't need someone to go, okay, you need to take medication now and all that. Because with my PRNs, I haven't actually had to take one in months now, and that is because I've been using Daniel and Evie as therapy. They are not beneficial for everyone, as I said, because for some people they do start to think of these dolls as real babies, and it can become an unhealthy obsession. I don't suffer with that. Sometimes I can leave the dolls and not feed them in, you know, days, and I don't worry about it. I don't have to change them every day and stuff like that. You know, it's just when I feel like I want to do it, I do it. And that's the issue with reborn dolls, is you've got to make sure they're suitable for them. They're also great for dementia patients. Some dementia patients really benefit from them, and they loved having the little dolls to hold. My nan has dementia, and she loves pushing the little pram around the nursing home and that, and it can be also really helpful for dementia patients. I haven't been able to find a video on that yet, but if someone does it, let me know and I will again put it in the description. But I would just want to clarify that not everyone who has a reborn does suffer from a mental health condition, suffering from a mental health illness, and you know, so it's not that some people collect them for other reasons, but the reasons why I started collecting them were not because of my mental health illness. I started collecting reborns as a child, so I didn't collect them. I got a little second-hand one that someone had been practicing on, sold on eBay really cheap. I got that. I got one of them as a child, and that's when my love of Reborn started and that. So yeah, basically, so you know, it is beneficial and it does help more than you can imagine, but as I said, it doesn't replace medication. And I'd just like to know, what are your thoughts on, you know, Reborns as a therapy doll? Do you have a condition which means that you use your Reborns as a therapy? I know some people have lost babies and they use it as a form of therapy for their grief, and have a baby, you know, not to replace that baby that they've lost, because I didn't personally lose a baby, but I lost a niece or nephew in September, and no matter what doll I could get, or get a doll for the parents, it'll never replace the baby we lost. It'll never replace the baby that our family lost, but you know, it may help with certain people. So I'd just like to know your thoughts on it and whether you've had any experience with it. And I'll hopefully get another video up for you this week, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.